First, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I'd like to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do root well. Peace and salutations to elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. All right, I want to do a lesson on have you opened up a spiritual bank account? All right, because you have to realize in this truth that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has set it up for us to be living sacrifices. All right. But the benefit of being a living sacrifice in this truth is there's a reward. All right. And now you have to also look at it how Esau has it. Here it is. Esau tells you put 500 down and, in 8 months, you'll get $1,200. All right. Well, Yahweh Shemel Shai, okay, has something more beautiful set up for us. All right. So you have to ask yourself, are you being a living sacrifice for Yahweh Shemel Shai? Because as the scriptures say, which I'm going to bring out, Lord willing, what we put in, all right, we're going to receive, all right, 100 times that amount. Okay. Okay. The interest rate and the blessings of Yahweh Shemel Shai are astronomical. These are things that you got to equate to your day to day, man. With us opening up a spiritual bank account, it includes you denying yourself. All right. And laying up your treasures in heaven, man. So if you are trying to have this spiritual bank account, then you have to walk in the spirit, because guess what, man? The things that we have to sacrifice are going to be those of the flesh. All right. So let's get a couple scripts on that. First, I want to get this to make my point. This is 1 Peter 2:5. It says, ye also as lively stones are built up upon a spiritual house and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahushua HaMashiach. See, we are lively stones and we're building up a spiritual house. All right. And those are spiritual sacrifices that are being gained. Okay. And what are some of those spiritual sacrifices that we are giving in this truth? All right. Well, let's get a list of them. All right. This is Matthew 19:29. It says, and everyone that forsaketh houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mothers, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. All right. So it says 100-fold. So those are some of the things that you got to think about. Have I been sacrificing in this truth? The better question is, has the Spirit made intercession for me to already forsake those? Because see, the thing is, it's about your lifestyle. All right. Okay. You got to think about this spiritually. If you are listening to this lesson, and when you go into, and when I'm the Spirit bringing about sacrifice, and the first thing that you're thinking about is actually a carnal sacrifice, as in killing a loved one or this, the Most High is not dealing with you. All right. This is a spiritual sacrifice. Now you remember Abraham was at the point where he was ready to sacrifice his own son for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So that's what we do spiritually, meaning Yahweh Bashem Yahushai comes first. Camp comes first. The scriptures come first. Lessons come first. We come second, and including our family. But with sacrificing your family, that means now you are building a spiritual bank account. So you are going to receive interest for that, man. You're going to receive interest for that spiritual down payment. That's what you got to think about, man. All right. The scriptures clearly say, seek ye out the kingdom of heaven, and everything else should be added unto you. All right. Let me get this script real quick. This is Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. See, it's our reasonable service to be living sacrifices in this truth. All right. There are brothers that have wives, children, land, and they still maintain them. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai comes first. There are men that still work full-time jobs. There are men that even have their own businesses, and they are still fervent in the spirit. What it is you have to prioritize. All right. What is important, and what is important is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the way it's set up is by you forsaking, all right, your fleshly desires, your fleshly lifestyle, and you sacrifice that to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're going to receive it 100-fold, man. You see, that's all the spiritual bank account is. All right. Doesn't mean you have to go home and DDT your wife and move out. Nah, man. Your house is run under your vibration. All right. And everything is run the way it needs to be, so you can be a faithful and fervent servant to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's all it is. Now, what's beautiful about this is if a brother's in a situation, that's where it comes time where, all right, am I going to miss camp, or am I just going to go and I'm going to say babysit my kid? Nah, man, you're going to go to camp, and there's going to be a way around it. Or there's a job. Oh, you got this huge job opportunity. No, man, I'm going to sacrifice that job because I'm going to be a ruler for eternity. You know? Oh, there's this house. See, the Most High gives his men blessings as well on this side, because each brother has an office that he has to fulfill within this body. All right. Certain brothers may have a great job to help other brothers out that are in need. Certain brothers may have a bigger house so other brothers can stay there or come and visit. You see? But it's all about the forsaking first. All right. It's about the forsaking of it. You see, it's the spiritual thought process. All right. You know, it's like, it reminds me of that movie, which I did a lesson on through the Spirit. It reminds me of that movie Heat with Robert De Niro. And he had a rule where if you can't turn your back on it in, I believe, 10 seconds or less, all right, you're not to be around it. So that's what you have to be in. You have to be in a spirit, all right, even though you have everything you have, but that you could let it go in a drop of a dime, man. You see, that is your spiritual bank account that you're laying up in heaven, man. All right. And you're going to receive interest on it. All right. You're building spiritual interest. All right. So you don't want your available balance. All right. I found this picture through the Spirit, and I thought it was quite funny, but you know, it actually had points to it. So you don't want your spiritual bank account balance to be on low. So you have to ask yourself, what have I been sacrificing? Now, that doesn't mean you're going to go through your house and you're just going to be like, all right, you're not going to be like Esau on goddamn Lent Wednesday or Ash Wednesday. I stopped eating meat. No, man. Everything is spiritual. All right. Everything is spiritual. Everything's going to come with time. The point is, you have to meditate on these things. All right. You have to meditate on what are your priorities on your day to day. You have to remember, Yahweh Shai said, take up that cross daily. So if there's things that are interfering with you taking up your cross daily, then that's something that you're going to have to forsake. That's something that you're going to have to be a living sacrifice to, you see, because you're still living here carnally in the flesh, but you're dead to this world through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's what you want to have, because everything you are dead to this world, you shall gain back 100 times more. All right. So you have to ask yourself, man, have I opened up a spiritual bank account yet? And if not, I need to. All right. But Lord willing, you brothers are edified through the Spirit as I was. And I want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. And with that being said, Shalom.